An important topic that affects millions of people around the globe: stomach ulcers. Stomach ulcers, also known as gastric ulcers, are painful sores in the stomach lining. They can be a real nuisance, causing symptoms like burning stomach pain, feeling of fullness, bloating, or intolerance to fatty foods. And what we eat can often exacerbate or soothe these symptoms. So, today we're going to explore the foods you should avoid if you have stomach ulcers. We're not just going to list them, we're going to delve into why these particular foods can cause issues and provide alternatives that can help you manage your symptoms better. Stay with us to discover the foods to avoid if you have stomach ulcers. It's all about being smart about your health. First on our list are spicy foods. Now, who doesn't love a good chili kick? But when it comes to stomach ulcers, these fiery foods may not be your best friend. You see, spicy foods are known to increase stomach acid, and this can exacerbate the discomfort associated with ulcers. Think of it this way: if you had a fresh cut on your hand, would you pour vinegar on it? Probably not. It's the same concept with ulcers. They're essentially open sores in the lining of your stomach, and the more acid there is, the more irritated these sores can become. Moderation is key here. A sprinkle of chili flakes on your pasta? Sure. But downing a whole bottle of hot sauce? Maybe not. It's not about completely avoiding spicy foods, but rather limiting the amount you consume. So, if you're dealing with stomach ulcers, it might be wise to lay off the hot sauce for a while. Next up, we have alcohol. Now, alcohol is a bit of a double-edged sword. While it might seem like the perfect way to unwind after a long day, it's not exactly your stomach's best friend. Alcohol has a knack for irritating our stomach linings. It increases the production of stomach acid, which can lead to inflammation and potentially exacerbate existing ulcer symptoms. This can open the floodgates to a whole host of discomforts, from burning sensations to abdominal pain and even nausea. But here's the kicker: it's not just the heavy drinkers who need to be cautious. Even those who enjoy a glass of wine with dinner or a casual beer over the weekend aren't off the hook. Small amounts of alcohol can also trigger ulcer discomfort. So if you've been diagnosed with a stomach ulcer, it might be time to reconsider that nightcap. Instead, try opting for healthier alternatives like herbal teas or fresh juice. Remember, it's not just about quantity. Even small amounts of alcohol can trigger ulcer discomfort. Moving on, we come to caffeine. It's a stimulant that many of us rely on to kickstart our day or keep us going during a long afternoon. But if you're dealing with stomach ulcers, you might want to rethink that cup of joe. Caffeine can stimulate the production of stomach acid, which may exacerbate the symptoms of your ulcer. Now, coffee is the most common source of caffeine for many people, but it's not the only culprit. Tea, especially black and green varieties, contains caffeine, as do certain sodas and energy drinks. Even chocolate has a bit of caffeine in it. The trouble with these beverages and foods is that they don't just deliver caffeine, they're often acidic themselves. That double punch of acid and caffeine can be tough on an ulcer, so if you're dealing with stomach ulcers, it might be time to swap your morning coffee for a less acidic drink. Herbal teas or water infused with a slice of cucumber or lemon could be good alternatives. So you might need to swap your morning coffee for a less acidic drink if you have stomach ulcers. Another group to be mindful of are high-fat foods. Now, why is this? High-fat foods, including fried foods, fast foods, and rich, creamy desserts, can increase stomach acid production. This can intensify the discomfort of an existing ulcer or even contribute to the formation of new ones. Foods high in unhealthy fats such as trans and saturated fats are particularly troublesome. Imagine your favorite fast food burger or that comforting slice of cheesecake. Delectable, yes, but they could be exacerbating your ulcer symptoms. Moreover, the digestion of high-fat foods can slow down, keeping the food in the stomach for a longer period. This can lead to increased acid production and potentially more discomfort. But remember, it's not all doom and gloom. There are healthier alternatives that promote healing. Opt for lean proteins and heart-healthy fats from sources like avocados and fish. It's not just about avoiding discomfort, it's about promoting healing by choosing healthier alternatives. Last but not least, we have acidic foods. Acidic foods have a way of getting under your skin, or rather under your stomach lining. You see, the problem with these foods is that they can exacerbate the irritation of an already inflamed stomach lining. Picture it, if you will, like pouring vinegar on an open wound. Not a pleasant thought, is it? Now you might be wondering, what are these acidic foods I should be wary of? Well, think tomatoes, citrus fruits like oranges and lemons, and even some berries. Let's not forget about coffee and carbonated beverages, which have a sneaky way of upping the acid ante in your diet. And then we have vinegars and some types of alcohol. Yes, that glass of wine might seem harmless, but in the grand scheme of ulcer management, it could be doing more harm than good. Again, moderation is key, but when dealing with ulcers, the less irritation, the better. We've covered a lot today, so let's quickly recap. We embarked on a journey to understand which foods may pose a challenge for those with stomach ulcers. The importance of making informed dietary decisions cannot be overstated, especially when dealing with health conditions such as this. Firstly, we delved into the world of spicy foods. While they can add a kick to your meals, they might also kick up the discomfort for those with ulcers. The capsaicin in these foods can irritate the stomach lining, causing pain and discomfort. It's recommended to limit or avoid spicy foods to keep ulcer symptoms under control. Next, we examined the effects of alcohol. It can increase stomach acid production, which can worsen ulcer symptoms and slow the healing process. Moderation is key, but avoidance is ideal when it comes to alcohol and ulcers. We then turned our attention to caffeine. Though a beloved stimulant for many, it can stimulate acid production in the stomach, potentially causing pain and discomfort for those with ulcers. This includes not just coffee, but also tea, some sodas, and even chocolate. Our discussion then moved to high-fat foods. These can delay stomach emptying and increase chances of acid reflux. Cutting down on fatty foods, especially deep-fried or heavily processed ones, can be highly beneficial in managing ulcer symptoms. Finally, we touched upon acidic foods. While they might be rich in vitamins and antioxidants, their high acid content can irritate the stomach lining, making ulcer symptoms worse. Foods like citrus fruits, tomatoes, and certain berries fall into this category. So, in essence, it's all about balance and making mindful choices. What you eat can significantly impact how you feel, especially when dealing with stomach ulcers. Thank you for tuning in to Brainetainment. Remember, health is wealth and knowledge is power. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Take care of your health, and we'll see you in the next video.